Welcome back for another video. A week later and 8 changes to my team and actually a change in chip strategy as well. Bench boost is active for Gameweek 1. So let's discuss it all and I'll explain why the change of thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, it's completely free and you'll get daily FPL content in your YouTube feed to help you make better decisions. FPL's a funny old game, 38 game weeks every season, but actually there's thousands of decisions that you have to make in any given season, like which defender do I start, who do I captain, which transfer do I make, do I use a chip this week? And those decisions do actually add up massively, so make sure you subscribe and I've got you covered. And if you want to take it to the next level, Fantasy Football Scout doing 7 months free on annual membership. My favourite tools personally are data tables, player comparison and the fixture ticker, but there's so much there it's unbelievable. There's a QR code on screen, or go to s.id/FPLFocal. That's down in the description as well, take advantage. So let's get into the team, and in goal, Verbruggen's coming to the team. That's basically because of that pivot to the Gameweek 1 bench boost. He's got Aston Villa home, which isn't the best fixture, but it's just about the best clean sheet odds available for 4.5 mil in goal. We're near enough Gameweek 1 now that we've actually got the bookies odds available to benefit from, and Arsenal lead unsurprisingly on the clean sheet odds, 61% chance given to them. Man United 44%, Man City 32%, Everton 31%, Forest 29%, and then we've got Chelsea, Sunderland and Ipswich on 25%. Verbruggen just behind there, he's on 23. So granted, the clean sheet odds aren't great, and that is one argument for delaying the bench boost. You're talking like a 1 in 4 chance of a clean sheet from Ipswich or Brighton defenders, which are popular for the Gameweek 1 bench boost. But of course, defenders can get defcons as well, maybe a goal involvement. The market odds shown here from the Focal app and FPL page. By the way, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the site has blown past 500,000 users now. 529,000 managers now use the website or the app. I'll put the QR code on screen for that as well if you'd like to use it for free. Got 3 major new tools coming for the new season that I guarantee you'll use. In defence, a couple of changes as well. It's a back 3 of Williams, Maguire and Mosquera. I've been going back and forth on Vardy and Shaw versus Williams and Maguire. Which one do you think's better? Like Man City are top defence, great fixtures. I'm not expecting a huge number of defcons from Vardy or playing in left centre back. Man City did come out of that pillars of the team remark, so Vardy, Foden and Haaland, the pillars of the team supposedly. I like him for 5.5 mil, but I'm starting to come around to the 2 times 5 mil defenders combination. Like, there's so many potentially great defenders. We've got Vuskovic for 5 mil, Mihajlovic, Colwill, Canvo, loads for 5 mil, so there is that room to pivot there later easily. Man United are in the market for a new left back. However, that all said, it does look like Shaw's going to be safe for the start of the season, so I think he's great for 4.5 mil, just for those opening couple of game weeks. De Ligt probably not back until after the international break. Apparently did the start of training the other day very lightly, but I think he'll be a while till he's back. So yeah, Maguire also looks safe for a while. Maguire's played the most minutes of any Man United defender in pre-season. He'll be the main threat of set pieces now following Casemiro's departure. That's another one of Scout's really good features. They track every player's pre-season minutes and goal involvements. Like, a few things have leapt out to me. Semenyo with 5 assists, Foden's got no returns, Hume has got 1 goal, 1 assist out of position, Mosquera's played every game right centre back. So if you like to do your research and help validate your decisions, that's another reason to join Scout. So in the midfield, it's Szoboszlai and Mbeumo, Bruno and Ndiaye. Last draft had Semenyo, and you might remember I actually mentioned I really want to keep him. I was saying he's one player I just don't want to compromise on if I can help it, and it would take quite something to drop him, but Mbeumo's been having a pretty good pre-season. He's even been playing up top striker, and he scored their only goal against PSG last match. He's got 3 goals in total in 4 games. Now, given he faces 2 of the 3 promoted teams in his opening games, I'm just finding him impossible to ignore now, plus he is 0.5 mil cheaper than Semenyo. But I do really think Semenyo is a top pick as well. Some of you might have found a way to have Bruno and Mbeumo and Semenyo. I think that's also got a lot of potential. I do kind of wonder if Semenyo could be a bit more of a creator in Maresca's system. Like, we've seen some signs in pre-season, but I think he'll still chip in with a fair share of goals, so I like him a lot. Maresca's setup looks tailor-made for Haaland, however, so yeah, he's an absolute lock if you hadn't guessed already. The rumours have died down on Ndiaye and potentially leaving. Garner Gay commented on Everton's Instagram recently saying he's here to stay. Assuming that is the case, I think he's value for 6 mil. Like, he missed 5 games last season at AFCON, which a lot of people are forgetting. And and he averaged exactly 4 points per game last season. So just for an example, let's do 5 times 4 is 20 points, plus the 128 he got. That would have been 148 points, which actually places him behind only Garner among all mids that are 6 million under. Garner's currently red flagged as well, so right now he's number 1 as far as available picks for Gameweek 1. And this is all in a fairly underwhelming season for him in terms of goal involvement, so I like Ndiaye. Crystal Palace home Gameweek 1. And Bruno and Zobo, 2 players that I've owned all along since the game launched, and it's pretty unlikely to change, I feel now. I'd really like Wirtz as a Zobo alternative for 7.5 mil, but it's just a shame he's 0.5 mil more. I probably would have been there if they were the same price. I'm personally not too concerned about Zobo playing that deeper role. Like, to use last season as an example, who remembers all the comments about Bruno's deep role? And yet he was still a top pick. Zobo can be a similar mould, and there's the corners, the free kicks, maybe penalties, occasional defcons. The 2 other players that have been staples are Haaland and João Pedro, and it's Igor Jesus that comes into the team of Leeds home in Gameweek 1. He's absolutely flying in pre-season, he's got 4 goals, and Glasner does have a knack of getting the best out of attackers, like Mateta over the years, Eze, Elise. I think Igor Jesus and Gibbs White could potentially thrive under this new management. Like, even Liverpool in Gameweek 2, it's shown as red on the fixture difficulty ratings, but I don't mind that fixture at all. I don't think it's a red. Iriola said the other day his players are only capable of running for 30 minutes. That's quite an alarming quote, especially when we're like a week or so from Gameweek 1. And it did take him some time to get the best out of Bournemouth. Obviously, they were unbelievable towards the end, but it wasn't there straight away. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool games are quite open and high scoring for both sides. So yeah, I don't mind playing Igor Jesus away at Liverpool Gameweek 2. Calvert-Lewin and Brobby obviously really valid 6 mil options as well. I like them a lot too. Just quickly looking at projected goal odds for Gameweek 1. Arsenal are top, 2.7 goals. Then it's Man City with 2.5. Liverpool 1.9, Chelsea 1.8, Brighton 1.7, Everton 1.6. So let's take a look at the bench and let's talk about the bench boost. The reason that I've now opted for Gameweek 1 is because of the emergence of 2 super budget enablers that I've got in my team. The bench is Kinski, Gomez, Hume and O'Shea. So Mitoma is still working his way back, so it looked already like Gomez was going to be fairly safe, with Minte probably left wing, Gomez right wing. And then Minte also went off injured last friendly in tears, so that could be a bad one. They're waiting on the results of the scan there. They've got Johanna and Kozia Dewberry, but I don't think either of them are quite Premier League ready to be starting games, so Gomez for 5 mil actually seems like a great option for Gameweek 1 suddenly. And Hume has played more minutes in pre-season than any player for Sunderland. He's 4.5 mil, he's a defender, and he's playing newly promoted Ipswich in Gameweek 1. But on top of that, he's playing out of position in right wing. He's got a goal and an assist in pre-season, out of position. 1 goal, 1 assist. Sunderland are in the market for a right winger, so I do have to emphasise that. But every passing day does mean it's looking more and more like he's secure for the initial game weeks. Yeah, the only thing with Hume, he's just not first choice in any position. Like, he's so versatile. He can play right wing, right back, centre back, left back, in midfield. So he does have that going in his favour, but it looks like he will be out of position right wing to start the season. So yeah, those 2 have nudged me this way basically, Gomez and Hume. I'm also looking at swapping Ndiaye and Gomez to Gross and Sangare. So the 6 mil and the 5 mil for 2 5.5s. Like, what do you prefer there? Ndiaye and Gomez or Gross and Sangare? Like, Gross is obviously should be on pens. There's the free kicks, there's the corners. So I think he's a great option as well for 5.5 mil. As it stands, I've gone Ndiaye and Gomez. The other reason I've swayed towards bench boost 1 currently is that Wright wasn't even in Coventry's squad last friendly. I'm actually not sure why. I've struggled to find an answer. They've got 1 more friendly before Gameweek 1. So far, he's played 15 minutes in the whole of pre-season. Now, he did join up late due to the World Cup, so that's why. But I was expecting him to follow those 15 minutes up with a probable start the next game. But as I say, he wasn't even in the squad. So can I trust him enough to start in Game Week 2 for the bench boost? Maybe. Obviously, I'd Wright in my Game Week 2 bench boost. Maybe there's a way I could get up to a 6 mil forward. But at the time, I just felt like Wright was good enough. I'd feel better about going for Wright still if he starts in their final pre-season game, but as it stands, I've pivoted to the bench boost 1. The other reason is Amenda started over Thomas in centre-back that last game as well, who's their new centre-back signing. So it's just a couple of slight question marks for me there that made me feel a bit less comfortable about setting up for the Game Week 2 bench boost. The other benefit to the Gameweek 1 bench boost is you're going straight into it off the bat, whereas there's always that small chance someone gets injured Gameweek 1 and you've allocated all this money to your bench and the strategy is now weakened. Like you either have to abandon it or spend a transfer as early as Gameweek 2. So I'll be doing everything I can not to make a transfer in Gameweek 2. I'll have Gomez for depth first on the bench in Gameweek 2, just in case he's needed. It's also valid to save your bench boost till later. Like, we'll have a firmer idea of exactly who the best budget players in the game are after 5 game weeks that you can use on your bench. So you potentially do get more points by waiting. However, if no 4 mil goalkeepers emerge by then, that means you're going to have to spend money on your backup keeper. Whereas my intention is to have a 4 mil second keeper whenever I wildcard. Whether they play at all or not, doesn't matter. It's going to be a set and forget one first choice keeper in my team. Like, it could be Raya, for example. He could be the best keeper. So like, imagine having to spend 6 mil and 4.5 mil on 2 keepers. Lastly, there's one other cool scout perk to mention. You can dump your latest team screenshot on the website or on mobile, and it recognises all the names and imports it to their team tool, gives it a rating. There's a little toggle top right as well here that can show projected points for all the players. By default it shows the prices, and there's also player ownership. So there's loads there to play around with. Become a member with the link below. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be chatting to a manager tomorrow with a record 5 top 1k finishes as he reveals his Gameweek 1 team for us. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. See you soon for the next one.